To get to Horse Mountain and Trout Brook Mountain, you go up to the northern entrance of Baxter State Park, and these are views from just south of Patton, Maine. And then as you get closer, you can see Horse Mountain jutting up there between the trees. It looks very intimidating, but actually it's a pretty easy hike. It's about 1.4 miles to the top, and you walk up through the trees for quite a while. The leaves were everywhere on the ground, making it a little slippery but very pretty. Sometimes it was hard to even see the trail. They were just kind of hidden, and other times it was quite obvious. And 1.1 mile up, choose to take the east spur. That's where the view is, and the trail becomes a little rocky at that point, but still an easy climb. This I put in here because I wanted you to see the roots that sometimes help you up the trail. There were some interesting rocks along the way up on the spur trail, and typical ledges of rock that you see if you hike any of Maine at all, with granite rock. Sometimes it's hard to even tell there's a trail there. And then at the top of that spur trail was a nice view in many different directions. And also, when you get to the top, you can actually, of the spur trail, you can look back and see the peak of the actual mountain, which is not above the tree line, and there's no view there. And when you get to that over there, what you're seeing there, you're just going to wander around in the trees. So I don't advise doing that at all. And then back in the woods and on to the second peak of the day, which for me was Trout Mountain. Trout Mountain's also an easy hike. It was just pretty in the autumn. You can see the beautiful colors that I saw, and the trail was pretty easy and accessible for just even a beginner hiker. Great views looking out along the way up. This view was just me staying at the bottom with the sun on my face, looking up at the trail. It was just such a great moment. It just felt great to be out there. I want to call your attention to the ground cover in this picture here on the upper left side. I wish I had zoomed in on it. It's kind of off-white and green. It's crunchy lichen that's all over the trails up here in Maine, and I just really love to look at it as I hike. And then I saw the top of the mountain, the sign there askew. It says Trout Brook Mountain. And there were some nice views from the top, and also some nice ground cover that I took a few pictures of that I see all the time, but I don't always think about it. That's lichen covered hill right there. And on the way down, there were a few more peak of view views that I really enjoyed. And then I started coming into flatter terrain, knowing that always a sign that you're about to be done with the hike. The last view that I got, back out into some red carpeted leaves, and then I could see the car down below, and my hike was over.